YouTube, what's up, baby? Back in this thing again for another review. This is Q's Insight. I am Cali, and today we're here to talk about a movie called The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. All right. Now this movie came out in the 2000s, man. Like the early 2000s, bro. I was younger when I saw this. I didn't see it in the theaters. I wanted to see it in the theaters when I saw the trailers, but I ended up watching it when it came out, like on like DVD or whatever, or when they had it available to watch on like cable. But yeah, man, this movie to me is dope, bro. But anyways, The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. So if you've been to this channel before, you already know how we do it. We started off with the premise, 3 favorite scenes, the grade, and then we on to the next one, right? So again, The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, all right? So brief premise, not going to spoil everything, but I'm just going to jump into a little bit. Pretty sure a lot of these people that are going to see the video have already seen this movie or at least heard of it, you know what I'm saying? All right, so the premise of this movie is there is the main character, I would say the main character, who is, his name is Alan Quartermain, and he gets tasked by this guy named Sanderson Reed to go help out a guy named Mr. M, right? So Mr. M is trying to put a team together to stop this big bad guy, and so the team consists of Alan Quartermain, Mina Harker, she's a vampire, Dorian Gray, he's immortal basically. And then you got Tom Sawyer, which is just some young gung-ho cat, you know what I'm saying? And then you got Dr. Henry Jekyll, which is Jekyll and Hyde. And then you got Captain Nemo. He's basically like this. He's a captain of this ship called the Nautilus. This big old ship, bro. It's like it's shaped like a sword, man. Crazy. Then you got also Rodney Skinner, which he's invisible. So it's like basically like the Invisible Man, right? So Mr. M gets this crew together to fight this big bad guy that's trying to basically start a world war. And this guy has the means to do it because his technology, like his ability to bring war and bring harshness amongst the whole world is very high, because he has the best of the best as far as weapons, his soldiers, his power, his military strength is very high. And throughout the movie, he ends up getting some of the teams things that help them. You know what I'm saying? You'll know when you watch the movie, or if you already seen it, right? But they're tasked to stop this dude. So after Alan Quartermain meets up with certain people, after he's already met up with Mr. M, they end up gathering a team, go after this big bad. After they find the big bad, and certain things happen throughout the movie, ends up being that the big bad, there's a twist with that, all right? There's a big twist with that, all right? So from that, you end up having the squad go into battle against who they really are, against, right? And you know, end up basically saving the day and preventing a world war. So that's basically the premise of the movie. Um, Now I'm gonna go into three of my favorite scenes. So these will be three of my favorite scenes. Of course, it's gonna be spoilerish, and also it may be out of order. So one of my favorite scenes is um, the the ending shot with Tom Sawyer when he kills Moriarty from a distance after learning how to do a distance shot like that from Alan Quartermain. Um, and so, like, he pulls that off while they're like in the snow, and like the Professor Moriarty is like far away. And then Tom Sawyer, like, pulls out the rifle, waits, bah, snipes that fool, one shot, he's gone. That's one of my favorite scenes. Another one of my favorite scenes would be it's just the whole like action sequence when I forgot where they go to, bro, but it's like this city that's like above water, kind of a little bit, like it kind of sits on water. So um, and then they end up going in Captain Nemo's like it's like a I don't know. It's a weird. It's a crazy like exotic looking car, bro. But it's boosted. You know what I'm saying? But they're just driving around the city, trying to chase down the big bad at the time that they think is the bad guy. And it just is a crazy scene. And then you also see like Mina Harker. Um, um, take out some dudes with her vampire power, and just the rest of the squad doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a crazy scene. A good viewing of everybody's abilities, and then also just having like a crazy scene, like where it's just a big chase. You know what I'm saying? So that would be my second favorite scene, and then or just like kind of just kind of that whole situation, right? And then my third favorite scene would be was it so when the squad is assembled, when they go to Dorian Gray's house, um they end up getting a visit from the big bad, right? And then so a fight ensues with the squad and the big bad's soldiers or whatever, right? And just that whole scene as well, just another scene where it's an action scene, a lot of fighting going on at one time. You're seeing a display of like the league's power, and each individual, like how they can you know take out the enemy, right? And it just was a dope scene as well. So that would be three of my favorite scenes. The grade for this movie definitely did not do well in the theaters, and this movie is not necessarily probably it's not necessarily like received in the highest matter, right? It's probably still to this day, but I think it's still also what you can consider like another like cult classic, right? And I definitely love this movie. I've watched it plenty of times back in the day on DVD, whatever, cable, whatever, and I have it on VOD. So I still watch it here and there, you know what I'm saying? But this movie was great to me, man. But like I said, it definitely did well in the theaters. They were going to make a number two, but like I said, it didn't do well. And also, they have not picked it up like since to like remake it or anything like that, which is kind of crazy because it's a good it's a good franchise. Like you can get some good movies, and also like the league is set with people that like people would receive and the vampire, invisible dude, Hyde, what I'm saying, Quartermain, like every it would be a hit. But I don't know, man, they're not doing it. I know there was like a TV show like called like Penny Dreadful or Penny Dread or something like that. I don't know, but I never watched it. But I heard it was kind of similar to this. Like it had certain characters that were on there that were had the same abilities as certain characters in this movie. But yeah, man, definitely wasn't a bad movie. So To me, bro, because I like this movie. I got nostalgia with it, you know what I'm saying? But I just really like this movie just in general. I still watch it, like I said, to this day. I'm going to give this movie a 7.5 out of 10, man. So definitely wasn't a bad movie at all. Definitely above average. Definitely worth your time if you haven't seen it. I would watch it, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you like those type of like hero movies where, you know, you got a squad, like, you know, like X-Men, things like that, right? It's like it's definitely a good movie to go to. But because of all that, man, 7.5, bro, 7.5. So definitely worth your time, man. But and then like I said, if you have seen it, go back and rewatch it, bro. It's always worth the watch, you know. But if you guys saw the movie, if you guys have already seen the movie, or if you guys do see the movie after you watch this, come back, or if you already seen the movie right now, put a comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought about the movie. What were some of your favorite scenes? Would you have liked there to have been a sequel, or would you like them to like maybe revamp the series like in another movie and take it serious, or maybe like revamp it in another TV show and actually like do a TV show rather than something like Penny Dreadful or Penny Dread, whatever it was, that is like kind of similar to what the movie was, but it's not necessarily the same thing. Yeah, let me know about that in the comments down below. All right, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. As always, this is Q's Insight. I am Cali. Until next time.